opposing teams. So proposing teams, Shakoor and Isaac. So they are proposing teams. Opposing team, Umar and Obama. So the group, 3 minutes for each group, then another 3 minutes, then 2 minutes for conclusions, and then we have got 2 questions to each group, then we have got comments.
Now, this is good for English language training center. My name is Hag Musa, which is known as Isaac Moses, teacher at Professionals, a student at Millennium University, Faculty of Arts, English Language Department, 3rd year. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, beautiful people. My name is Muhammad Shakoor Abdurrahman, and I'm a student of the
or my whole debate and debate mate and I strongly believe that graduation ceremonies at universities have more negative impacts than positive ones, and we are here to defend our innocence, and we strongly believe in this much. For all the past years, you've just witnessed many things around those graduation ceremonies, in all those clubs moving around in K-City. We found all the negative aspects. I can say it has brought many negative impacts and hardly any positive one in the graduation ceremonies that we witnessed for all the past years. And one of the reasons that I'm standing here and saying that it has more negative impacts is that, for example, financially, if we take from a financial point of view, we find that not all the students are capable, not all they can afford the graduation. We got many different social classes within universities, because a university is a combination of students coming from different backgrounds, different, like ethnic groups, different regional barriers and everything. So all those students, they cannot afford to pay the graduation fees. So we know now the financial people are hurting financially. So you can pay around 100 or, for example, 300. So it is too much. So the students cannot afford. When I see my friends, my classmates, they are graduating while I can't pay the money to go and join them. So I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel, look, my team, they're just now graduating and having ceremony while I'm just staying at home. I can't join them because I'm just broken. So this will have a very strong, psychological impact to me, where it will end my life just instead of remembering my just university years, I'm going to be like just a world of anxieties in front of me, going to be a world of trouble to me. That's why we can see things are going very negatively, in the way of graduation. People are having this kind of stuff. But if we take it from the other, social point of view of world, you can see that things are, intimately doing there, because you can find graduates, if I'm right, graduates, they are just having this kind of illegal, activities there. You can find them just wearing very, indecent clothes, especially ladies, banging their hair this way, wearing very short, making this kind of dances. So, it's against our cultures and our behaviors as well as religions. So that's why we strongly believe that, those graduation ceremonies at Sydney University should be stopped due to all this kind of social, psychological, financial reasons that I've mentioned. Thank you very much.
I thank Almighty. Brothers and sisters, we are not here just to speak out of our mind, because I think we all Arab. And we are here to speak logic. What we wanted to make exactly is this time, not to say stop celebrating your graduation, because we believe it's an event happening in your life. One of the life events that you got graduated from the college that you studied for 4 years. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to cheer up, and you have to expect better in your future. But we come to speak about the celebrations when you graduate right now here in Sudan, especially capital city Khartoum. Let's go to Dubai and see exactly what's going on over there. The question is, are we really submissive? You gotta answer the question personally. Now, if we understood what's going to happen right now in our graduation ceremony, it's not only ceremony. There are many things behind. So if we come to talk about who supports and who opposes, you and Dan, my co-prisoner and co-debater, we all believe that this is not ours. That we do not believe in it, but we do it as a matter of fact because of some purposes. So yes, you can be very happy. You can tell yourself that you got graduated. But did you understand exactly what are the negative points throughout this celebration? Did you understand what are the psychological impacts that's going to strike our society negatively? Secondly, there's a point we gotta have to understand. I'm not gonna speak the same my co-president have mentioned. But social, economic, and psychology, all these things are there. So if you come out and you started to speak about from where exactly we found this idea, it's going to be very hard for us to identify ourselves. You gotta have to celebrate. You gotta have to be very happy. But did you see exactly what's going on? Have you done it in your celebration? Are you gonna do it if you are still a student? If yes, you are going to find some justifications from our debaters, from our opponents to find out that exactly why you wanted to celebrate, why you don't want to. We are not inviting anyone else to stop practicing his social rights, but we are calling you to stop what's harming our socialization, what's harming our community, what show that this is not the real Sudanese that we have. Now let's take it. What's happening in our society? There are many statistics around, and there are many issues come out. Now, how many problems that we suffered from that day? If we just speak about this, let's speak about our daily life very hard. It is very easy to understand what I'm speaking about. For example, you are not living in the capital city. You're living in Jazeera, for example. And your friend invited you to come down to attend this celebration. You're supposed to attend this celebration. Why? Because he's your friend. Your friend doesn't understand your social, your financial status. And then he calls you. What do you think if you attend at the Dubai until 1 or 2 o'clock night and you cannot go home? You're going to suffer. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Shakoor. So now we're going to have opposing team, which is
financially. Besides that, if for example I have a friend and he graduated from Sudan University and he was a diploma, a student, so he invited his family, his father and mother came from Niala and his brother just came from Juba and all his friends. The problem is not just he invited them here so as to come and to enjoy his graduation, but the problem was if you ask him in what he has studied at the university, he knows nothing. He studied accounting, but he knows nothing about accounting. So are we graduating? Are we celebrating because of our 4 or 3 years that we've just passed in university while we're just, for example, mingling or wasting our time? Or we are celebrating because of the academic achievement that we've done? So of course, if you're asking about accounting, then he knows nothing. So is he as if he's making fool of himself? Graduating, being happy of his lack of knowledge, not because of his 3 or 4 years that he spent in university. But this is the problem that we're having through the graduation that is happening in Sudan University. So we're not opposing because it is a positive rule, but because it has got many negative impacts. And university graduation is the only place where people do things publicly. Yeah, it's good to motivate students and to give them a very good motivation. For example, especially for primary school students and those places to motivate them, to give them the reinforcement so as to work hard and do their best so as to reach the university level. But for graduates themselves, they're just, for example, wasting the time in 3 or 4 years, and now they want to celebrate the lack of knowledge that they have. Not that, for example, they're just particularly. They're celebrating the lack of knowledge. They're not celebrating the achievement, the academic achievement that is done. And one of the reasons why the Ministry of Education, stopped graduations because of the misbehavior of students or graduation, ceremonies. A lady kissed person publicly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, it is a social. It is a personal behavior, but it shouldn't be done publicly. This is the reason. Because there's our kids. Look, kids around. If we do these things publicly, then of course we're going to learn them how to do these bad things in front of those little kids, so they will go the head of their way doing what they learn from us. Not because of having the robe and the certificate ID. Yeah, no, not like that, ladies and gentlemen. That's why my team and my dear co-mate and I, that we just believe that, we believe that first graduation should be. So thank you very much.
Well, we are not speaking about when Mr. Obama graduated from kindergarten. We are not speaking about when Omar Bashir graduates from evangelical school. We're speaking about university graduations. That's the point exactly we're talking about. Now, regarding the financial situation, let me tell you that's not my personal story, but my sister's story. As you know, Shakoor is coming from Darfur, from so far. Train stopped to Goniala. Bus is very hard to pay a lot of money. Airplane ticket is 1 million. My sister, she got graduated 2 years ago. My dad called me, "Hey, Shakoor." I said, "Yeah, Dad, what's going on?" He said to me, "Your sister graduated." And she said, "We supposed to go to Khartoum to attend celebration of the Dubat." I said, "Dad, don't ever start paying money for my sister to get happy, because I believe like my debaters. I believe in their idea, previously." I said, "Dad, come down and give her the money she wants." My dad, lost 7 cows. For what? 7 cows. 2 tickets for my father and my mother, and 2 tickets for my brother and my sister. They come down to Khartoum. I was jobless. I paid a lot of money to reserve for them in a hotel to stay for 2-3 days. She was in a hotel for 1 month. I'm paying money. Do you think it is not negative? All this money, if my father gave me this money, I would get married by this money. Why since I got making it? For that reason, Osama Ahmed Awad, the official spokesman of the Ministry of Education, and Professor Khamis Kajo Kenda, the spokesman of Dr. Rida, Mr. Isaac and I, these are the top 4 people in Sudan who said, let's stop this celebration or to avoid some negative points of society. We don't want to reject this idea. You got to celebrate. But we are not speaking about kindergarten anymore. We're not speaking about evangelical school. We're speaking about universities. What do you think if you saw 7 of them, they are your sister colleague, all of them hugging her? Come on. So what's going to happen exactly, guys? It is not an idea. This is not better, actually. So we wanted to keep this socialization better. We are not desocializing people, but we still strengthen the social ties between people. We want to let every person feel very happy. Sometimes we do some things that we socially get offended. We don't want to offend anybody. We don't want to let everybody feel unhappy about that. So let's consider this and recognize this. Yes, you can celebrate, but you're supposed not to harm. You're supposed not to do all of these things. Celebrate the way you want, but we, in our project, we're trying to spread the awareness of stopping celebration in our country in order not to drive our society to some things that we don't really want it. For that reason, brothers and sisters, don't ever give chance to every negative attitude to strike you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lance, Mr. Shakoor, the great speakers. He defends a lot about and he's just regretting about the money that he used to course of his sister. Just for only one thing, because he's passionate right now. What is your saying about that?
Actually, a surprise just come over my body when I just listened to it. Speak about our personalities, our characters, and about what we really wanted to have to forget the others. It is not about selfishness I'm speaking about. If it is about celebration, we better have to celebrate. They said, celebration, graduation without celebration. Celebration without experience means nothing. Now if you notice, what has to do? Nobody said you are going to invite all the virgin, all the people. The idea of my grandparents and my grandmothers and fathers and my neighbors and my cousins and all my people, including my parents themselves, they don't know whether I am studying or not unless to come to the university. That means the honesty is absent throughout the family. Secondly, my mother need not to come from so far place to know where I am studying. But my mother should hear and listen to my presentations through the channels, through the national TV, through the internet, that she knows her son is doing his best in the capital city. Now with the media I can sense. I just called my mom, just click on the internet that she gonna know exactly what her son is doing inside the capital city of Khartoum, of Sudan. So no need. For that reason, we are speaking about, let's have this. It is anarchy. Brothers and sisters, lastly, my friend and I, we are inviting you just to compare between the celebration negativities and positivities. Most of you, when you got invited to celebration, you are thinking about your pocket point of view. You are thinking about transportation. You are thinking about many things that, what do you think? We have now some things that I'm supposed to give you a present. But this present should be very, very expensive too. It is not the case. So we are calling you to stop such things, not because we prevent you happiness, but we wanted to have real students. We wanted to graduate people that can heal this nation.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Shakoor, for this great conclusion. So now, we're going to have for opposing team your conclusion. So